there. I'm gonna make a really basic white bean soup for you this morning. Because I still have a school run in front of me and I'm going to the gym and then I will go to work. But that's how easy the soup is to get prepped in your crock pot. You can actually get it going in the morning before the school run. So this recipe, when I first got it, was written down on a recipe card from my grandmother, Clara, my mom's mom, and she titled this soup Senate Soup. And I think it's because in her job that she used to have, I think she used to work at the White House or something, or somewhere on the Hill, and they served this in the canteen near the Senate. But anyways, it's just your standard navy bean soup. But I think my grandmother and my aunts who are watching this might be able to comment. My grandmother, she had 16 kids. She raised 15 of them in the end. And so anybody who has that many kids knows how to feed a family on the cheap. And bean soups are it. So the reason you can get this first thing in the morning and then do nothing, because I have a busy day today, is that what I did last night is I soaked, depending how big your family is, you can soak 4 to 8 cups of white beans. And these can be cannellini beans, these can be navy beans. I had about 2 or 3 cups of each. So this is a mix of navy beans and cannellini beans. If you have one of those bean soup mixes that has all the different colored beans, you can use that too. That is really pretty. So this is a crock pot dish, and these are the ingredients. The beans, the onion, the carrots, the celery, and a ham hock or a ham bone. So I don't know if you know this, but whenever you buy a ham to cook and eat at home, if it has a bone in it, don't throw it away. Don't throw it away. Pop it in the freezer. Don't be afraid to leave a little meat on it because you can use that ham bone in a soup. But I think it's also a really nice thrifty idea to always have a bag of ham hocks in your freezer because then you can do a quick bean soup. So what a ham hock does, it's smoked hock, is it gives so much flavor to your soup that you don't have to do anything. It is the ultimate flavor cheat in a soup. So I just cut up these onions. Let's pour all the beans in around here. So put your beans in there, your ham hock in there, and your onions, carrots, and your celery. And then I'm going to turn this soup on to high. Now the temperature, as always, you turn your crock pot onto, I'm going to put the tops of the celery in, depends on when you're going to make this. If I was putting this on at bedtime, like if I soaked my beans all day yesterday and I started my crock pot last night, I'd put it on low. And then it would be fine until dinner time today. But because I'm getting this started in the morning, I think I'm going to start it on high and see how it goes. And later in the day, I might want to turn it down to low. Yeah, so I just cut my celery into strips to make it easy. And you cut these to whatever size you like. For this soup, I like these reasonably small. And when I scrape my veggies off, you see how I flipped it over and using the back of my knife? There's no need to dull your knife just to scrape your vegetables off. So use the back of it then. Got the tips of my carrots. And I need to go shopping. I'm running out of a lot of things. So all the vegetables I had, I'm really at the bottom of the barrel with a lot of my vegetables, which is my favorite time to make soup. That sometimes dictates what soup I make. If I just have my less beautiful carrots and celery left, then I make a soup like this because they're just gorgeous for a soup. If I've got some cruciferous vegetables, if I've got that kale and broccoli where I had all the best intentions of making something really healthy with it and never did, then I might make like a cream of broccoli soup or a cream of vegetable soup with all the vegetables. There we go. Flip my knife over. put all those carrots into the bowl. Now the other thing that I've been doing, that I did before I started the camera, is I put some water on to boil in my electric kettle, because if I add hot water to the crock pot, it heats up faster and it cooks faster. And I'm all about that today. Almost there. See, I'm just get my carrot and making the strips as fat as I want them. And that is completely personal. If you want big chunky carrots, cook them big. Okay, check it out. Isn't that pretty? I think that's gorgeous. Now let's, I put a little bit of water in here earlier so that it could start heating up. All right, let's stir that together. That's it. Beans, ham hock, onions, carrot, celery. Now I've been known to sort of soup this up a little bit later on by adding some herbs. You don't have to. So I think this is great served just plain. If you're having a busy night, just whip out bowls of soup and there's your dinner. Then the next night, when I have it the second night, might be a little boring. That's when I might make a pan of biscuits or a pan of cornbread to go with it. But if you want to add anything to this today, then I think I would suggest you could always throw in, just during the last maybe hour of cooking, you could throw in, I might cut a little bit of rosemary off my rosemary bush and throw some fresh rosemary in there. You could put some kale in there during the last 15 minutes and cook kale. But remember, if you leave those in there for too long, especially that big stem of rosemary, it's going to get bitter. I find it gets really bitter. So wait until the end. But this could be it. This is it. And now dinner is done. Yay! So if you get busy, don't go for fast food. Go for this fast food. Thanks for watching.